It said failed to post tweet, but that's okay. Welcome to our second ever live reaction where we are reacting to My Hero Academia, chapter 394.
We're there.
As right now Tony's thing is camera's not up yet because I'm waiting for other things to finally get loaded in.
We're finally there.
Did it not update? Twitch did not update the title of the video.
Looks like your internet died the second that you started it.
It updated the go live notification, but not the video title.
Sounds like some scallywag behavior right there.
That's some oops right there.
Done.
Spoiler warning, the war continues. The war.
I mean,
I mean, technically there's a war.
It is the war going on.
A war in Ukraine and Russia right now. That war's still going on. Hey, look, there's my beautiful face.
Yeah.
At my constant
tilt. It looks like we have a color spread?
It's really cool, too. I like it.
It's taking forever to load for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Minetta's freaking out.
That is a cool color spread. Yeah, that's because Sue's grabbing him.
So right by the great ball.
We open up the chapter with what looks like it'll. You know what these look like though? These look like the uniforms from the one show from the spring season. Yuri Is My Job. The uniforms for the cafe.
Yeah.
It looks like those uniforms, but it's a nice color spread with all of Class 1A in uniforms. Deku leading the charge of it, and Bakugo with his back turned to everybody, all the way in the. No, who's that all the way in the back? Bakugo is right behind.
Oh my! That's All Might.
Wow, that's hard to tell from behind.
That has to be All Might.
There is a character all the way in the back with his back turned and the cape flying.
That's All Might.
I was about to ask who's the girl with the green hair. That I'm like, oh yeah, that's Invisible Girl.
Yeah, that's Invisigirl because she got revealed in I think it's volume 36's cover, which isn't a shonen cover.
I don't even. Does she even appear at all normally?
Yes.
No.
Does she? Okay.
She has not.
Wait.
She was just revealed once, and that was kind of it.
Okay.
And it wasn't part of it was official art, but it wasn't from the chapter.
Okay. Because I'm like, I don't think she's ever actually been non-invisible.
No, during the canon chapter, she has not.
Yeah. Hold on. Who is that putting his arm around Todoroki? Is that Ida?
Yes, that's Ida.
Okay. I couldn't tell because I don't picture his hair as that kind of like bluish greenish color.
Slight delay to the start chapter. I'm gonna send this into Chamber of Secrets because you'll see why. This is I believe volume 36.
You believe? Is it not?
Yeah. Well, it's not revealed in English yet. So there is a censored version that I believe the English one is probably going to have.
Most likely.
But this is the Japanese one in the Chamber of Secrets right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And this looks like the
English that'd be
one.
a good idea to censor that.
Because you figure we don't know if she's wearing clothes when she's in her hero
outfit.
This is.
But she could be wearing this. This could be what she's wearing in her hero outfit, the censored one. And it's just
could be
done to where it's just done to where it also is invisible.
The difference in texture of the shoes and gloves to the jumpsuit she was given is so.
You can tell it's added
jarring.
In post.
Yeah, you can tell that was not the OG. That's a way different cover if you think about it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the background, unless it's like a physical picture of it, but this just seems like the or like the Japanese one seems so much more faded and kind of like
That one
less
is an
vibrant.
actual picture of it. It's not a screen grab.
Of the cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why then.
So
So it
moving
probably
in
is this vibrant.
to the first pages, it looks like we're jumping right back into the Uraraka Toga fight.
Ooh.
And it looks like Uraraka is saying there's something weird about her quirk right now. And she doesn't understand it. Oh, this could be due to the fact of what she said last chapter, how she's floating stuff that she hasn't touched yet. But things that she's touched those other things.
That's true.
Toga tries to make a new double, and the new double is also floating.
Interesting.
This just looks like a tsunami in the sky. That's crazy.
No, it's insane.
And she's reminiscing back to when she was almost killed and this happening. Then we go to Kamui Woods and Tiger, where Woods is trying to find out if he's the real one, and he's like, a fake would have faded already with these wounds.
Hold on 1 second.
And are you good there, Tony?
I had 1 second, did I not?
Oh, I asked if you were good. You sat down, stood back up, and sat back down.
I stood up to listen to what my mom was saying, and then I sat down. I didn't get back up. I just then leaned back to listen some more.
So apparently her limit was 3 tons. That's a lot of weight.
That is a lot. And the fact that she's adding what appears to be
There's
a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's losing blood. And she's saying her body's going cold.
Well, that's certainly no good. Let's hope there's resolution in this chapter as well.
Yeah.
20 pages, that's a good sign.
It's a longer chapter, no break week either.
Thank God. I couldn't handle another break
but it
week.
looks like she's finally close enough to Toga to actually use her grappling wire. And now she's telling Toga her backstory.
Aw.
Oh, and she's finally full out confessing her love. Unfortunately, not to him.
It's okay. It'll happen. I guarantee it.
She has her "I'm here" moment. This art is getting nutty, though.
It's getting
Horikoshi. I would not have believed he could have drawn Uraraka like this at the start of this series. Like, you put the first chapter Uraraka is introduced in her hero outfit next to this, and it's like, this ain't the same mangaka.
You could say the same thing for Deku too.
You could say the same thing for the whole manga in general. You could put chapter 1 versus this chapter, it's not the same.
Like, Horikoshi has improved so much, and it looks so much more like a seinen.
Next page is pretty wacky.
Yeah, Uraraka's trying to get her to just talk. Just lay it all out. Toga's reminiscing, and then it goes back to the inner world thing we had last chapter.
Yeah.
The one that it cliffhangered on with the little Uraraka saying, "You can have some of my blood."
There's the nasty, evil, weird,
Bro,
twisted toga right
why
there.
does that look like something you would see in a Final Fantasy? Like some sort of lick you see in a Final Fantasy.
It does look like that, yeah.
Oh wow, that's grotesque. That's something that should be in a seinen. That's something I would expect at a Berserk.
Yeah. But from a normal looking human,
Especially
that kind
with
of creature,
with
yeah.
a knife in front of a child. Like, what are your thoughts on that, Tacco?
Oh
Sorry.
no! Oh, there he is.
Surprised. It's insane. I didn't expect this in My Hero at all.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
did. Anybody who started this series thinking it'd be just this fun, happy hero story, well, sorry to tell you, it's not that anymore.
No.
I don't think it's been that since like,
It was the Vigilante arc kicked off.
I
would
even say with Overhaul, bring in the Mafia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chigasi would be the start of it. Before anything before My Villain Academia.
Yeah.
Once you hit the My Villain Academia arc, that's when stuff starts to flip on its head and go closer to the seinen demographic.
Yeah. When we
But-
had the first couple of major deaths.
We're coming up on 20 chapters since we've seen Izuku, Shigaraki, and Bakugo.
Oh my god.
Like
Don't remind
we
me.
thought it was bad in One Piece where we haven't seen Luffy
Okay.
in like 10 chapters.
Well, we see Izuku on this set of pages. However, it's not present day.
it's not current what was happening.
Yeah.
Like we haven't
so we see
seen,
him. it's
We
not
haven't
him.
seen that battlefield since like 370 something. I think it was like
I think
379.
In months,
She's
it's been
probably gonna
since
be.
February.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been we
I
haven't
think he's
seen
probably gonna
Deku.
try and-
It's been longer since we've seen
Forever.
Deku than Luffy.
Yeah. I think Horikoji's probably gonna try and wrap up all these smaller fights
Kind of do what Oda did in
and then
Wano.
move into Deku. Yeah.
Like what Oda did in Wano, where he finished off like he finished off the Tobiropo battles, then Sanji versus Queen, then Zoro versus King, then Kid and Law versus Big Mom, and now the big finale, Luffy
Yeah.
versus Kaido. But we've seen Luffy in those chapters in between those fights still. Like this Egghead, the Egghead one is where we get this huge break without Luffy, plus the extra month because Oda had to get his eye surgery. Thank God it went well.
Yeah.
And if you want to see mine and Tony's reaction to the new chapter, videos up on YouTube. YouTube.com/Anime Madness PC. But oh my god. And it looks like Toga's starting to cry. She's laying it out. Holy crap.
This is great.
Uraka
Development. This is
Uraka
great.
finally got through to her.
This is great. We love this. We love to see it. Apparently that's not Izuku, actually. It was a lie. That's just some random boy named Saito.
Yeah, it does look a lot like Izuku.
Does. Sometimes Tuesday. I mean,
Not wrong.
that shirt doesn't even lie. It is sometimes one day out of every 7 days. It is Tuesday.
So she
That-
had a self-confidence issue,
Yeah.
and that's what drove her to all the stuff she did. It feels like, based on page 10 and 11, it was a self-confidence thing that pushed her to all this. Don't tell me Horikoshi's gonna make me feel bad for the villain now. Don't tell me Horikoshi's gonna pull a freaking Demon Slayer.
Excuse
Oh,
you.
he's
There
gonna-
are so many sympathetic
Absolutely.
villains because villains are only villains by circumstance. If they, there are some villains that choose to be villains.
Villains are broken here.
Shigaraki.
There you go.
But what it clearly seemed like with Toga is that
But
she was not a
Shigaraki got
villain.
manipulated.
He let him. No, I mean you're fair.
Shigaraki
That
was
is
a
fair to say he
little
got manipulated.
kid.
Yeah, that's a victim of circumstance.
And there's
once again.
still the theory that All For One gave Shigaraki that quirk because Shigaraki was 5 when his quirk activated. Remember what the doctor said? If the quirk doesn't activate by the time they're 4, they're quirkless.
True.
And Shigaraki was 5 in that flashback when his quirk first activated. Shigaraki was just like Deku. That's why Deku wants to save him so much.
Yeah.
It's just
I had the feeling though that I'm gonna say this: if Shigaraki is saved, that's dumb. He should not be saved. Of all people,
I
it
do
should
agree
not
with you
be
on that. I
Shigaraki.
do
I
agree with you on
with
that.
that.
But it depends on how Horikoshi spins it.
No.
If any villains from the League of Villains were to be saved, Toga and Dabi.
Well, Dobby's beyond saving.
Dabi
Yeah.
is a skeleton. You're right. He is beyond
But
saving.
but also look at. I feel like Horikoshi is trying to take a page out of Oda's book. How many villains has Luffy killed?
None.
1. Technically, we
Who-
don't know what happened, and that's Kaido. Kaido fell into a vat of
Oh,
lava
okay.
at the end of Wano.
Yeah, you're right.
But we don't
really
know if
what happened.
Kaido's alive or not. And that's the same with Big Mom.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
technically, on a technicality 1, but without that technicality 0. Luffy has not killed a single villain he's been up against.
Yeah. Don't know then.
And you see how well Oda spins it.
Yeah.
I feel like Horikoshi's trying to take a page out of his book. Because you look at all the other ones, like Black Clover, they don't let them live. Bleach, definitely not. Fire Force, hell no.
Wow!
Aizen's a special case. Aizen can't be killed.
I wasn't even just going with Aizen. I mean, like, there are some other villains who have lived.
Grimjaw was an asshole. I still believe that to this day, Grimjaw was an asshole. Grimjaw should not have survived.
Execution.
Okay, they're in the Soul Society.
All of them. I know they are, but, like, just, like,
Now,
there's
granted,
no
good
reason.
Ichigo asked for Kugo to have a proper burial in the human world.
Yes.
But it's confirmed that was your Blood War. Kugo and Tsukishima are in the Soul Society. Now, Ririka wanted out. She didn't like the way Kugo
we don't know
was
where
doing
she
things.
Yeah.
What was it? Yukawa, or whatever his name is, the gamer boy? He was
him, yeah.
severely injured, and Toshiro pitied him.
Yes.
Kenpachi,
Well, because, I mean, he was, I think, the second youngest. I think Ririka
Yeah.
was still younger, but I'm not sure.
Ririka, or whatever her name was.
However her name was.
Dirty Boots
Yeah.
girl, Jacqueline, Renji decimated.
Well,
And-
he did not like doing that, but yeah.
And then the butler dude, Kenpachi killed in one swipe.
Bro, Kenpachi doesn't hold any bars for anybody.
And Byakuya almost didn't kill Tsukishima because Byakuya did pity Tsukishima. But Byakuya was also enraged at what he did to Ichigo. Because Byakuya has respect for Ichigo. He's a tsundere about it until the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Bro, Byakuya just needs to admit his feelings, that's all.
Well, he kind of did.
No, but I mean, like before the 1,000-Year Blood War. He just
Yeah.
needed to be real about his feelings.
Well, he's a very
He was
he's
real.
a very prideful person.
He was real. he was real about his feelings, I think, to everyone but Ichigo, because he's just like, damn it, how could this human be better than me?
Yeah. He took a hit to his pride, and he's a very prideful person. But yeah, you look at all these other popular shonens, and even Demon Slayer, they kill him. Tanjiro don't
That's
let
because
those
they have
demons
no
live.
choice with Demon Slayer.
But still, Tanjiro don't let those demons live.
Because he doesn't know their backstories.
One Piece is like the only shonen where like the antagonists are alive 99.9% of the time. Now, yes, there have been some casualties. I mean, but that's mainly Zoro.
Yeah, it's mostly people Zoro fights.
You look at
Luffy doesn't kill.
The one with the Yuki Nomi from Punk Hazard, the Heartbeat chick.
I have no clue. Yeah.
Zoro sliced her in half, and she's like, he actually did it. He actually attacked a woman, and Zoro's like, it don't matter who you are. You get in my way, I cut you down. Now, the only one Zoro got into like a legitimate sword fight with, but didn't actually kill, like Tashigi, because Zoro sees Kuina in her and pities her. So, but this is definitely a side of Toga I did not expect to see. I expected Toga to put up a front until the very end. Which means this could be the end of this. This could be the end of this battlefield.
Just turn the page. It is indeed the end of this battle. Hello?
Is that Jiro? Holy crap, she looks like crap. You good, Tony?
I'm here. Yeah, I just said turn the page, and then all of a sudden there was nothing.
Oh, yeah. So it seems like Toga was going back to the way I thought she was going to be. And then Uraraka is just like, I'll accept all of it, kind of, is what it seems like by that bottom panel there. And then time ran out, and then we just see Jiro falling in one of the last panels of page 13.
Yeah.
So Horikoshi almost took it back to the way I was expecting it to go. And then her time ran out. That's a very good way to keep it on the peaceful resolution, having the timer run out. I didn't even think of that, because she doesn't use her powers for that long. Every other time we see her, so we forget that she does have a time limit.
Yeah. Plus, also, if you, where was it? What panel was it? What page? What panel? Where was it? Oh, back on page 6, you see the blood thing she had fall off.
Yeah, but I mean,
Top page.
She used the last.
I know she already used all. I know she already used all of the blood, but you did see that fall off, so like you knew. The power's almost.
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that at first. Good catch. That's a nice little, and that's pretty big for a foreshadowing panel.
It's like you see with that. Oh, okay, this battle's almost done. Toga's thing fell off.
Did you catch that, Tacco?
Actually, I kept looking at some of the background. Like, if you go back to,
yeah, because Horikoshi is not really known for his like background like that. The hidden secrets in the background. He's not really one like that.
On page 8, you can see a picture of Dobby in the bottom. Yeah, for the thoughts and feelings part.
Yeah, I noticed Dobby there because her and Dobby joined up at the same time. They joined up together.
it looks like you get a stars and stripes spot. You just like pay attention background wise. It seems like you get like a bunch of like random at the top of page 3. Like a little bit of like background stuff like that. But yeah, the blood thing falling off. Yeah, that was pretty big. I was like pay attention to like the little details in the background, like little character links pop up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm used to nitpicking backgrounds with One Piece because Oda's always hiding something back there.
Yeah.
I think with this being the conclusion to their fight, he went a little more out with it.
Yeah, it does seem like that. There is a lot less white backgrounds than there was in the last couple chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so typically there's not too much background in My Hero. But this one, there was a ton.
Oh my god. So he does switch it back to like the full white backgrounds on page 15.
Mm-hmm. But for good reason.
Yeah, that is... Wow. Who could have expected that wholesome of an ending? But there still is at least one more page because there's no to be continued.
Not on this one, yeah.
And it's on the next one, which we get a 3/4 page spread of all the clones dissipating in the sky, with Toga smiling and crying.
And it's raining. I think it looks like rain.
Yeah, that's definitely rain. That could be sun rays, though.
It could be sun rays, but it could also be rain because of how thin they are. It looks more like rain.
I feel like rain would suit this more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, with it being the end of the conflict, it turning to rain.
What an end!
Usually not a very good sign.
What an end!
Very good chapter.
And yeah, no break week next week. So we have what, 2 battlefields left?
Yeah, so new chapter in 4 days.
Yep.
We have the main battlefield with Izuku and All for One. Or All for One's not there yet. It's Izuku and Shigaraki. And then we have the All for One battlefield.
Did you know they sell Jujutsu Kaisen Tamagotchis?
Mm-hmm.
It's so random.
Well, it's because that's the ad I get on the, like, oh, read the previous chapter page. Is Jujutsu Kaisen Tamagotchis. So.
Well, yeah, no break next week. Do you think I think we're gonna go, or I think we're finally gonna see Deku again next week.
I don't.
I don't
it's
see.
A tough call
I don't see why. Well, we could go back to the Dobby battlefield, but I don't think we're gonna go to that until the conclusion of all the other fights.
I feel the same. I feel like we're not gonna get the resolutions to them all.
I feel we're gonna go to the All for One battlefield, see how that plays out, and then we'll go to Deku's battlefield with Shigaraki, and that will play out to... I am calling it right now, All for One is going to succeed on his battlefield because he's reducing his age, and he's going to show up with Shigaraki against Deku. So I feel like that's why we're going to see All for One's battlefield, probably the next 2 or 3 chapters, and then it's going to go to Deku's battlefield and lead all the way to All for One showing up on that battlefield.
That could be interesting.
I have a feeling that's how it's going to play out. But
because last time I remember, All Might was in front of All for One, and I can't remember until I'm like blanking right now.
What I do know is this has to be like, we're going to get a post-war arc, and then that's going to be the end of MHA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're in the final right now.
Because I remember Horikoshi staying at Jump Festa 2022, that he was hopefully going to have it done by the end of 2022. Then when Jump Festa 2023 came around, he gave an apology that it wasn't done yet, and he will have it done before the end of 2024.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have the resolution to all these battles happen in an arc afterwards, and it's going to be the end. Like, we'll see a rebuilt Japan. We'll see a rebuilt
Japan.
world.
We'll probably get a time skip, and Deku will probably have his own. Like, we'll probably get what we got at the end of Naruto, where we got a time skip to Naruto being a Hokage. We'll get a time skip to Deku running his own agency and being the #1 hero.
Probably.
With
unless
what's her
Horikoshi
name?
decides to do a sequel series about Deku's life.
Please. We saw how it turned out with Naruto.
No. Here's the thing: it won't be Deku's kid though. It will still follow Deku at an agency working his way up the rankings.
I mean, I'd prefer not.
And like,
because that's just like,
because this has been a rumor. This has been a rumor since Jump Fest of 2022, and the sequel series would be named My Hero Agency, where he'll follow Deku.
I can't see that.
Rising up the ranks, building his own agency, and eventually being #1.
I can't see it being a whole separate series.
I personally would like to see that better than just a time skip and Deku's #1.
I could see a one-shot chapter of him going through the ranks and all that. I can't see it be a whole new series.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Because what's the point? Deku's already done more than any other hero at this point, but except for like.
But he's not graduated, and he only has a provisional license, so he can't be ranked in the hero rankings.
Well, that's fair. He can't be, but like, there's nothing big left for him to do unless some sort of separate, like, evil organization from a different country is introduced.
Which that could
because if he takes down, I mean, it could, but
because I mean, we got a slight introduction to the U.S. heroes with Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, it's just this is my opinion. I feel it doesn't make too much sense to do that because of all that Deku is going through now. To have him do it, to have it repeat the formula in a way of him fighting against another organization similar to. Of course, that's the only
downside that I can see to it. Depending on what happens with All For One, the only downside I can see to that is it's nowhere near going to be the action or the level of intensity that this was, because All For One won't be a thing.
Exactly. Like, it's not going to have the same impact because they're not going to be the same level of threat as All For One. It'd be stupid to do a whole new series off that because of that reason alone.
But
like, the stakes are the same.
I would definitely hate, and I kind of hated this with Bleach's ending. A slight spoiler for you, Tony. I apologize in advance. But with Bleach's ending, we get a random 10-year time skip to Ichigo and his kids.
I knew that.
Yeah, Ichigo and his kid. We just get a random 10-year time skip for that, with no explanation of what. And then Kubo gives us the Hell arc special one-shot, and it's like, okay, if he continues this, it will make the ending make a little more sense, and make me enjoy the ending a little bit more. Because the ending of Bleach... The final panel of Bleach is literally a cliffhanger.
You know what I'm hearing from this? With my experience with your other series that you've shown discontent towards a time skip ending of, is you don't like happy endings that have time skips.
No,
where there's just nothing wrong anymore.
I don't like endings.
You don't seem content with those.
I don't like time skip endings where it's either a massive cliffhanger like Bleach's. Attack on Titans wasn't really a time skip ending. It was more of a time lapse. But that's not the problem. Demon Slayer's bad. That's fucking 200 fucking years. That's bad. We went from Edo era Japan in like the 1800s, somewhere in there, to freaking 2022 or 2020, whatever year the freaking manga ended.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't see that as bad because I like seeing the Descendants. Because why should we see something in anything else but a modern period for Tanjiro and them to have fought for a world war? They fought for peace.
I agree with you on that part, but like I was saying with Attack on Titan, the time lapse part of the final chapter of Attack on Titan, the time lapse part, I had no issue with. If they did a time lapse in Demon Slayer to that, instead of just an abrupt 200-year time skip, wouldn't have a problem.
But there's literally nothing, though. Muzan was... I can't say anything, because... Well... yeah, I shouldn't.
No.
Never mind.
But the other endings I have a discontent with is, like, Darling in the Franxx' manga.
I haven't seen the end of the anime, so I can't make comments on that yet.
Yeah, you have to see the end of the anime. The end of the anime does give you that, like, lust for more, but it's actually done well.
See, the thing is, though, is I like feeling content and satisfied with my endings, so unless that ending leaves me feeling content and satisfied, it's a bad ending in my opinion.
Haikyuu's ending ends because the whole thing with Hinata and Kageyama is they want to be better than each other. They want to actually duke it out on the court on opposite sides of the net. Well, right as that match is about to start, end of the series. We don't get the match.
Yeah, I would hate that. That sounds terrible.
Then we got a special chapter of them doing Olympics, and Hinata joined the Brazilian Olympic teams. It'll make more sense when you see the final movies.
Okay.
Hinata was on the Brazilian team. Kageyama was on the Japanese team, and they were playing each other, Japan versus Brazil, in the special chapter. It announces all the teams, ends before the match starts. Twice.
Twice. I'm discontent with that. That's lame.
They were surprising you guys.
Naruto's final chapter, where we get a time skip. Naruto's a dad with an 8-year-old son and getting inaugurated as Hokage.
I feel like that's fine though.
The first episode of Boruto.
That's fine.
The first episode of Boruto is basically chapter 700 of Naruto.
Which is fine in my opinion.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It's just
bad.
what they did with the series has made it bad.
Yeah, what they did after did make it bad. And it was more of the anime's ending that kind of got me discontent, because the anime ends with Naruto and Hinata's wedding. There's still 3 more chapters after that in the manga.
Yeah.
And they didn't even adaptate it properly in Boruto.
Well, you can't end everything perfectly. I think that's why they put that in at the beginning of Boruto.
I have a feeling I'm going to be discontent with the ending of freaking One Piece.
Bro, imagine Oda has all this build up and then it just ends without us, the readers, seeing the One Piece.
No. The world would go into a riot. It would be a riot in the world.
You know what?
Literally, just Luffy says, "I found it," holding something off screen where we can't see it. And
here's the problem: Oda can't end it like that because of what we've been teased that Luffy's dream is. It's always been my dream. ... And he said he has to become king of the pirates before he can even do his dream.
Luffy's gonna become God, Christian God. He's gonna be capital God.
So what if Luffy just wakes up one day and goes, "Oh, it was all a dream." Manga ends.
No, Oda already confirmed he's not doing that. Oda already confirmed that is something that's not gonna happen. He hasn't confirmed much about the ending because he doesn't want to have it narrowed down and someone figure it out.
Yeah.
What he has confirmed is the One Piece is tangible. The One Piece is not the friends you made along the way or the journey. It is something tangible, and it is not going to be a dream. Now, he did not say anything about Usopp narrating the whole thing.
Now that's got to be right. If it's not Usopp narrating, it's got to be somebody narrating.
Watch it. Like, I want to see Usopp's narrating. Like, Devil Fruits actually don't exist, and Usopp was narrating this and adding all this into it.
Yeah, Luffy could stretch into this his arm 3 miles long.
His arm can
punch somebody with it.
His arm can stretch to 5,000 Gumu Gumus.
Yeah.
They have all the ability to stretch their arms, all the death powers. Hey, man, that sounds like a pretty crazy dream to me.
That's why Oda has to confirm actual units. It doesn't happen.
Exactly. Now, there is one ending that I was extremely happy with. That is the Promised Neverland's ending in the manga.
Non-anime ending.
Non-anime. The manga ending was really good. I've really enjoyed that one. What else had a good ending? Full Metal Alchemist. One of the best endings ever.
Oh my god! Saying Full Metal after Promise Neverland, it just reminded me that Miura, rest in peace, Miura, confirmed when he was still alive that Berserk is going to have a good ending.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so with the way Berserk is.
No, he literally said with what Guts has gone through and with what like happens in the series, it couldn't be a gloomy ending. He couldn't take it.
Fruits Baskets was a really good ending. Sailor Moon.
All my eyes out.
Sailor Moon was like, eh. It was like 50-50, but in my opinion, Sailor Moon was a 50-50 manga to begin with.
Oh, it's about magical girls. It's
hey, Madoka Magica exists. Madoka Magica exists.
It's about the OG magical girls.
Madoka Magica exists.
You know it exists, and it's different. But I'm saying Sailor Moon's magical girls with their strange things.
Here's one I know you'll agree with me about the ending being a little disappointing. Claymore.
Yes. Because it left me feeling unsatisfied because we still had more to do.
Technically, we didn't. The story was concluded. Everything that needed to be done got done. But ending off with Claire just saying we need to have a talk.
Yeah.
And that being the last panel.
So, I have...
Okay, go ahead, Tacco. Nope, go ahead.
Alright. So, Sage just gave me his opinion on how One Piece is gonna end.
Oh.
Alright.
Luffy's gonna wake up in the barrel.
Tell him Oda already confirmed it's not a dream.
Square one, Luffy's in the barrel.
But that falls under the dream thing, though.
It's Luffy had a premonition. It wasn't a dream.
Luffy never got out of the barrel.
The two-piece.
Luffy never got out of the
barrel. Here's one that I did not enjoy and I felt highly unsatisfied with, but I can't say that anymore because it does have a good sequel. Fairy Tail. Now it wasn't bad, but the ending was basically like, yeah, Gramps finally let me take a sentry quest, and it ended with them. The last panel was them going out to do the sentry quest. Now, if it didn't get, if it didn't get the sequel, well, that was the whole thing. Ever since Gildarts came back to the guild and saying he failed at the sentry quest, Natsu wanted to do a sentry quest and beat Gildarts at it because he could never beat Gildarts or knock off Shanks.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what he is.
So if we never got Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest, I would have been extremely unsatisfied. But we got 100-Year Quest, which is the story of them doing the actual sentry quest.
Okay. So 100-Year Quest is the direct sequel then, okay.
Yeah. It like the first panel is literally right after they walk out of the guild.
Oh, cool, okay.
Fire Force, I haven't read the last chapter yet, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be disappointed with it because it is the precursor to Soul Eater.
Yeah, that's going to be a cool connection.
Now, I don't know the actual ending of Soul Eater yet. I only know the anime ending, which was pretty freaking garbage. But it's different than the manga ending. Because I know I mentioned this to you, Tony. I know I mentioned this to you, Tony. But where I'm at in the manga right now of Soul Eater, none of this has happened. None of this happened in the anime. We don't meet Ebion in the anime. The legendary scientist. We don't meet him in the anime.
Excalibur.
Oh yeah, he got confirmed in Fire Force 33.
That's all I can think of whenever you mention Soul Eater and Fire Force anymore. It's just Excalibur. Just him dancing. It's great.
Apparently, Gegi, the mangaka of Jujutsu Kaisen, has stated that everyone, no matter if they like or dislike Jujutsu Kaisen, will enjoy the ending.
Bro, it better be Gojo dying with Sukuna as the picture.
Oh, slight spoiler, but that's going on in the manga right now.
I figured Gojo and Sukuna would be fighting at some point, like seriously.
I got spoiled a panel from the newest chapter of JJK, and it's them two squaring up, and it's like halfway through their fight. Dr. Stone.
I wonder how long it's been going on for then. Yeah.
I'm gonna slight.
Oh, that really I'm not
gonna spoil anything, but I know it made you upset. But Dr. Stone's ending was trash. The moon arc only being 20 chapters, and the final 20 chapters, and they don't even get to the moon until 5 chapters before the end.
Yeah, that sounded like you were pretty pressed when that was how it ended.
Bro, I expected, like, Dr. Stone, very beginning, I'm going to restore all 7 billion people. I expected the ending to have all 7 billion people restored. That one, I would not care if there was a time skip, because they already explained how he makes them, how he gets all the revival fluid, and, like, next core, it will reveal how they have unlimited revival fluid in the next core. And, like, okay, so we know everything about that. If the last chapter gave us a time skip to humanity up and running again, I'd actually enjoy that extended time skip.
Yeah, that would be one of the enjoyable ones.
But ending it before Senku achieves his goal, like, this is a shonen. Granted, there are outliers for this, like Bleach and Claymore. Mm-hmm. The protagonist always achieves, and the protagonist achieves their goals. It's a shonen.
To be fair, Senku's goal before the petrification was to go to the moon. So
it was, but he got a new goal.
Technically,
he got a new goal.
Yes, he got a new one, but
so he didn't achieve that goal.
I'll just say technically he achieved his goal because his goal was, I think, always to go to the moon. He just wanted to revive everyone else so he could rub it in their face that he went to the moon.
Kubo won't let me be invisible.
I don't know the ending to that one, but I do know you said it was kind of disappointing because it was also so short.
It was short. The confession arc was 6 chapters, and it ends with the confession.
Wait, they don't even go out? They ends with the confession? Nope. That's a done deal. I don't even care about the show anymore. Nope.
Oh, I'm still gonna watch it because it is so damn cute. You still need to read it because it's so damn cute. But
unless we get a continuation that is canon and we see them in the future,
but
I ain't doing it.
But basically, they confess. You turn the page. It shows everyone else, all the friends were listening in, and it's just them. Like, the camera angle is to their backs. They're facing the door to all their friends, and they're holding hands. That's the final panel.
Boo.
When we go offline, I'll share my screen and show it to you.
I've seen so many anime end like that, but there was still more content afterwards. The fact that that's how the manga ends is quite annoying.
It almost reminded me of Your Lie in April, which I'm not gonna. I kind of spoiled that ending for you already, but that one actually felt satisfying. But I would have liked to see a couple more chapters to see if the main character got with the other girl that liked him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Instead, I really hope that One Piece pulls the Soprano ending, just cuts the black mid-sentence.
I could see Oda doing that.
Just mid-sentence pulls the Sopranos. Luffy finally says he doesn't even finish the sentence of "I found it," just cuts the black and says the end.
No, you know what? No, it's gonna end with "We are," and that's it.
We are.
And black screen, the end.
I really hope.
I have a feeling the last panel. I have a feeling the last panel of MHA is going to be a post-time skip with Deku being the number 1 hero, and it's going to be him walking in to be an instructor and doing the "I'm here" as an instructor. Then panning to a statue of Deku next to All Might.
Yeah,
I want such a sad ending to My Hero.
You want a sad one? No.
Yeah.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
No, not like sad, but just like, damn, that really hits.
I got one Tacco can relate to. I got a bad ending Tacco can relate to. Samurai Champloo.
Oh, it's so bad.
They don't even fight. They just walk their separate ways.
You know what's even worse? Tokyo Revengers. I'll die on that hill. Go watch it. Read it, something. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I'm looking at my scratch off right now to see what else.
But yeah, I want like an ending that is a sad, but it's a feel-good sad ending.
That's fair.
Ouran High School Host Club has an anime-only ending. I can't remember how that is because it only adaptates like 9 volumes of the 18. He only does half the manga.
Oh.
But the manga ending, I mean, it's not a bad ending. It's not a shitty ending. It just wasn't satisfying enough to me.
By the way, I think we got caught on tangents again after the end of the chapter.
We did, which makes up for time. We want to have these be roughly 50 minutes.
I think we just hit that. So
yeah, we just hit time.
I do have this crazy theory for my hero, and I so hope it happens.
And that is,
so they don't really like to kill off people in the show.
Mm-hmm.
We all see that, except for Night Eye.
Yeah, he died. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
What if Night Eye was actually true about All Might dying?
I can see that because All Might stepped in front of All for One on that battlefield. I can see All Might dying.
For the show, for the way I want the show to end, you see Deku go to All Might's grave and say, "I finally became number one," and the show ends.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna start crying. No.
It's like a feel good sad ending. I would love it.
No, I like you get like a couple panels of Deku visiting his grave throughout the years.
Uh-huh.
And then it's finally he's number one.
So such a satisfying ending.
Bro, you're gonna kill me.
That would be insane.
Well, thank you for coming out. This will be live on YouTube on Friday. What is Friday? The 21st.
Be uploaded.
And we will be live again on Saturday. It'll go live as in like it'll be up to view.
I know, but just say it'll be uploaded.
We'll be live again on Saturday with a One Piece wormhole where we will go into a little more about what happened in the previous chapter. And
more tangents
and theories, but all normally One Piece related because we normally don't get on bad tangents on One Piece videos.
No, normally on One Piece we just talk more about separate things in One Piece.
Mm-hmm. But anything else, One Piece pops up.
Yeah. Something My Hero related. Predict the next chapter. What do you think? That fight's over.
Next chapter.
All for One battlefield.
Yeah,
all for One All Might.
All right.
It's got to. The final battle of the war is going to be Deku and Shigaraki. That's how it's gonna go.
I want a huge surprise, personally. I think we're going to see Bakugo again.
That's technically what it's Deku and Shigaraki.
Yeah, that's on the Deku Shigaraki battlefield.
That's oh. But what if the final battle
last time we did see Deku, Kurogiri showed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think we see Bakugo again finally. We finally get an update.
Maybe we might get like a page or two of that battlefield, but I think it's mainly going to be All for One All Might's battlefield.
I'm sorry, if we get any update on Bakugo, it's going to explode.
Oh, yeah.
You're terrible.
It's going to explode.
Last time we saw him, he was still dead.
It's going to be so good.
Oh, you're terrible. You're saying it's Bakugo and it's going to explode. It's literally as quirky as terrible. You're terrible.
I didn't even pick that up. But yeah, join us for the
Tony, that's just good marketing.
Join us for the One Piece wormhole this Saturday, and Sunday we'll be doing the best parent madness bracket. We're almost at season finale of season 1 for the madness. We got 2 more weeks and then the season finale.
Yep.
So
we'll get there.
Have a good night, everyone. We will see you Saturday. If you came midstream or towards the end, this will be up on YouTube on Friday.
Bye-bye.
I don't even know why I have an end screen. We should just...
Yep.
Bye.
Just end. Yeah.